Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to FPL War on the NC Network. We're back after 2 weeks of mind-numbingly shit football, especially the national team. I'm Stel. I've got the D&D Footy Factory boys again, Double D and D-Man. Gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back.
We're here.
Good to be back, man. Good to be back.
I had to come and defend myself. I got ripped apart on the last one that I wasn't here for.
Well, you should have been here then.
So I took that. Well, there were more important things to take at hand to take care of. So I took that personally, Michael Jordan voice, and came back with the highest score so far. But we'll get into that. That's a spoiler. You get me? We'll get into that.
Okay.
I'm gonna quote D-Man. Yeah, a broken clock is right twice.
Here we
almost
go.
Almost there. You got it kind of right. You got it kind of right. Yeah. Even a broken clock right twice a day. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah,
and he bit. So that's what matters.
You're lucky I weren't playing you, Stel. Yeah. You two together's like Legion of Doom, bruv. So like, yeah, I took that personally.
Blimey. How was your international break, boys? Was it good?
Well, most of it comes on. I got was just watching England, didn't it? Because most of it comes on Viaplay now. That used to be Premier Sports, and I'm not paying for that on top of all this crap that we pay for anyway. So I've just had to watch Bundesliga on the flipping red button. You pay all that money for Sky, and they can't even make it the main game. Like, I think, they got lucky because Leicester and Southampton was a goal fest. But
I saw some of that. One. The first half. Why did it finish? I said it was free.
I think I stopped at 4-1. I stopped at 4-1 to Leicester.
4-1.
But okay. People were saying it's a cheat code that for the DD's playing in the Championship. I was belling up. You almost went on the Forest still, but they when they got Sangari. But I've like flipping Southampton is looking bleak, boy. They beat Sheffield Wednesday on the opening day, and people thought that they were going to do a thing, but they're just losing, bro.
And they got clapped by Sunday last week still. Well,
hammered.
In terms of international, I totally forgot. I've forgotten the games already. I know England played Scotland and beat them. Can't remember the score there. And then,
well, you better remember. That, we got a show in the morning, so you better remember, homie.
I can take all of 15 minutes, man. 1-1 the first game in it, and then.
But then again, we would have. By the time you get there, we would have been wrapping it. We'll be wrapping it up still. Actually.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So right on time. But yeah.
Do you know what I find funny about this last international break when it comes to England? Yeah, all people were talking about is, Harry Maguire's back in the squad, and Jordan Henderson. Why should he be playing? He's in Saudi Arabia. I'm thinking, wow.
They're talking about Henderson like he's not been starting games. Like they're like, he's in Saudi Arabia. He shouldn't be playing.
It cracks me up, man. It's like they've got nothing else to discuss. Is it that bad?
Well, Maguire's mum's defended him now, so that gave them something different to talk about this morning.
Shall we talk about that? Because I've got so many things to say about that. It's ridiculous. I could take up most of the show talking about it.
I'd like my mum to back me like that if I'm getting slaughtered the way he's getting slaughtered. Don't get me wrong, he's rubbish in it, but the treatment that he's getting is getting ridiculous now. Like but is it as bad as what other people have received in the past, bro? Come on. No, if you tell the severity of it, no. But the fact that the man's coming on the pitch and the England fans are sarcastically cheering him because the Scotland fans are booing him, it's just like it's just long, but when he goes and scores an own goal, and it's just all too much, man. It's all too much. Like, we know he's not good enough, but just let him be, man. Just let him play the game. If he gets selected, it's not his fault that he's being selected at the end of the day. So
he should have gone to West Ham. It is his fault. It is his fault. He should have gone to West Ham.
But was it his fault that he couldn't get to West Ham? I thought that the terms couldn't be agreed with Man United. I thought there was some sort of
everything seemed cool, but then he was saying he wanted
a
buyout or something like that.
He didn't want to pay cut.
Yeah, but wouldn't you? If your team was to kick you out and you're still in contract, and you're by right, you're owed that money. Wouldn't you stand firm and say, hold on, pay more money, then I'll leave?
Yeah, but if he didn't hand in a transfer request and they sold him, they still pay him off the rest of his contract. He just didn't
So
want
what's
to
he
take a pay
griping
cut.
about then?
He didn't want to take a pay cut for West
He
Ham.
didn't want to take a pay cut. That's what I'm just saying. When players take pay cuts all the time, so that's you.
I thought he was holding on for some sort of payout for Manchester United.
No, bro, it's like when you heard about David Moyes still being paid by Man United, even though he was at Sociedad and Sunderland.
Yeah,
that was effectively them paying him in installments on the rest of his contract because he signed a 6-year deal at United, didn't he? And he got sacked after one. Huh?
Was it like 8 years or something like that?
No, I think it was 6 years, and they sacked him after one.
Pardew got 8 years for Newcastle. Yeah, nonsense.
So they sacked him after one, and so they're paying him for 5 years. So they paid him off, but it was in installments. So that's what happened with Maguire. So they'd have sold him, and he'd have got paid the rest of his contract, whether it be in installments or up front or whichever way they structured it. Yeah. But this guy didn't want to take a pay cut to go West Ham, and that's why he's staying. But he's just turning into Phil Jones now.
Yeah,
man's just happy to sit on the bench and do nothing.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, but you got the in. I know you. Martinez is back in it because I think everyone's done. Maguire played to finished against Arsenal in it, so I'm thinking
Lindelof.
Lindelof, sorry.
Yeah, it's fucking disaster, mate. Fucking disaster. But hey, it is what it is. They fucking deserve it. Anyway. Speaking of deserving it, I think Dees feels he deserves his 88 points from last week. So let's bring that up.
Obviously, I deserved it because I picked the damn team. Oh man, I tried.
Well, you pulled the blinder with Alvarez, though. You pulled the blinder with Alvarez,
and I said it. Remember, I said it on the last one that I came on. I said I'm going to get Alvarez in because I thought that. I thought he'd play the same roles last season and come in sometimes, but it looks obviously with the players that City let go that he's going to be starting regularly. Whether he chooses to do that with the Champions League games, I don't know. But league, his position looks safer now. I actually wanted to captain him, but I chickened out, and I thought because Foden didn't start the last game before it against Sheffield United, I thought that he'd start, so I gave it to him. But he only got an assist, so I would have. It really would have been a batting around the 100-point mark if I had just gone with what my initial thought was. But I'm trying to go, just for the fact I have Haaland, I'm trying to not give him the captaincy every single week because I know other people will. So if I look at other people's teams in the head-to-head and I see they've got certain players, I'm going to captain someone in there. Obviously, if they use their wild card, I'm stumped. But otherwise, I'll catch up. I'm trying to beat people, man. I'm not trying to play around in these
D-Man, tomorrow on the station, I need you to point out one thing. This guy here was saying for a long time, I'm not going to pick any of Liverpool's title rivals. These Man City players, these 3 City players.
No, Stel, what are you talking about?
No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah,
let me finish.
I never said title rivals.
These.
I said teams I said teams I despise. And I'm not the biggest fan of City, and I'm not the biggest fan. I don't like City, but I don't hate them like I hate the Arsenal's, Chelsea's, Man U's because I know I hated them from way back in the day.
I never said title rivals. Hate City. What will it take? What will it take?
No. I don't like them, but what I'm just trying to say is that then, in terms of just playing FPL, it would get ridiculous if everyone for the top lot. So I take the main 3 that I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
My guy, you're lucky. You're lucky you don't despise City because they took 44 points for you this week.
So don't mess. So don't mess. I never said title thingy. You get me? I don't like City like that. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, but then it would get a bit ridiculous. Who
rattled twice in 9 minutes, my guy? Come on.
You get me? In the head-to-head. You get what I'm saying? But I mean, I come back and repped because I was getting dragged. Yeah. Anytime like my team don't do something, people want to talk about my technique and whatnot. But then when I win, where are they? Where are you? When I'm putting up these scores, when I'm putting them up, bruv. And I didn't.
What you need to do, Dubs,
I didn't even.
What you need to do is win the league, innit? Come join the big boys, innit? Win this league, and then we'll talk in it or better yet, do the clean sweep like I did a couple seasons ago, bro. Like That's when you're at the top table, innit? Yeah.
But this is the thing.
I could chill for now.
In terms of the way that I do it, my aim is to try to get top 4 in Justice League, and then in other, like in the classic points, if I can get top 6 to 8, I'm cool. Because, for instance, there will come a point when man like Chilwell are going to eat. Arsenal's players eating. You get a midfielders eating Odegaard and them thing there. So there's going to come certain weeks where it's impossible to win, and I'm cool with that. You get what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. That's what people them have to understand. Anyone who reads the fantasy football file, shameless plug or whatever, I'm cool with that. And I've said that them thing there from time. We all know until it got to...
Just remind me, how many man do you know has done the clean sweep of this league, of the leagues? D&D Footy Factory League, the Justice League, Predictions League, everyone that's how many do you know the clean sweep?
So far, because
let's put it the treble.
Because K is not in what do you call it? K is not in the Footy Factory League. So far, it's only been you in the 4 seasons.
You're talking the hardest, geeks better pop up in your thoughts as
Look
an
at this
artist.
guy.
Well, I stand alone, innit? I stand alone.
Huh?
Is that what you're saying?
Bro, that was in that was in the second season. Bro, that was in the second season. This is the 5th season now, isn't it? So, as you would say, like the type of what have you done for me lately and everything there, you get it? I'm not comparing myself to you. I'm just saying,
is talking the hardest, my guy.
Come on. I'm just saying, in general, I've come on here, whatever, and my technique is questioned. But when I get the high score, man, where are they? I've got the highest score so far. Where are they? That's why I demanded.
It's like Postecoglou getting the manager of the month, isn't it? It's like it's a flash in the pan, isn't it? But it's all good.
You know better than anyone else, yeah. I was running a mock a couple seasons ago. Then I went mad. I was top in every. I was in.
No, you were.
50,
you were.
I was top of what's thingy, and I was in the 15 classic leagues. I was top of 14 of them, and I was second in 1, bruv. And then, don't get twisted. After it was a capitulation, I'll do the madness. Every podcast, because a lot of the leagues that I'm in, they have podcasts, were calling me out, bruv. Yeah, calling me out. Man like Chad were hating, yeah, coming all the time like, oh, where's my shout out? Because I'm thinking to people like, come on, so let's not go on like, man ain't done things, innit? Man ain't done things, you get what I'm saying?
Listen, all I'm saying is when I did the clean sweep, yeah, I was in 8 different fantasy leagues. 7 of them I won. The only one I finished, I lost by 1 point. Yeah, 1 point. So 7 out of 8.
Captaincy's peak.
Battered it, bro. You know what I mean? So it's there's
Captaincy
levels in. That's what I'm saying. There's levels.
Anyway, back to the 88 to the 2 fat ladies. Back to the 88. Yeah. If I picked a different captain, it would have been a madness anyway. But you know,
if I'd have known the first 13 minutes of this pod would have gone this way, I would have changed your name to Double D, from Double D to Double Tapped. But you know, right.
I wasn't even thinking for that. D started talking about how he's won it and I haven't. I was just talking about my team. That's all I was doing. I was just talking about my team as we do every week. I'm just talking about my team. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. So
Morris scored, who still was dragging on the last one as well. Yeah. Sorry, Morris assisted rather, who still was dragging. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're gonna cuss my players for picking them, if they do something, I've got to say why I picked them, innit?
Bro, come on. Listen. I'm giving you the opportunity to give yourself your flowers. Come on.
No. Obviously, it was all looking calm at half time, but then Haaland wants to go and score a hat trick. It was all looking calm because everyone was stuck in first half. Because obviously that Luton West Ham game was on the Friday. I was actually in Birmingham at the time at a stag, and then we're all at the table eating dinner, and everyone's got their mobile phone out on the table watching Luton and West Ham. When you fully well know, if it wasn't for fantasy football, no one would give monkeys about the game.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Ward-Prowse got the late assist to Zuma. So I thought, okay, boom. But the joke is I was going to put Szoboszlai in, and then he scored the next day against Villa. But Toba got a cheeky assist because that Ferguson shot against Newcastle was deflected. Salah got his goal. Obviously, only the assist for Foden from a goal that shouldn't have stood, but I'll take it. Estupiñán would have got the clean sheet, but then Newcastle scored at the end. Wilson scored that great goal. Pedro Porro got an assist for that wicked pass to Son for the Hattie. Trent finally delivered. His opening 3 games have been quiet. And to be honest, he should have got 3 assists because Matic missed a header. Yeah. And he was just creating chances, just picking balls and that. Trust him to get injured after his best game of the season. And Pickford was a bar the own goal was actually outstanding, but obviously the own goal gets you deducted 2 points. So, like, otherwise my whole team would have returned, which would have been nice. But no, I'm more than happy with that because I think on the show I was saying no, actually I wasn't on the last one. Sorry, with you lot. I think on the radio show I was saying that I was hoping to get about 60 points. So I'll take that all day long.
Okay. Right, let's move over to D-Man's team. If I can bring it up, just bear with me one moment, gentlemen. Be a bit patient with me here. Is this yours?
These getting
That's yours, 2 minutes.
these into serious mode now, so man never got to be scared. Like he's got a game.
74 points. 74
Yeah,
points.
not bad.
First of all, you happy with that?
Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad, but I mean, some of the selection could have done a lot better. Like, look at my backline. Yeah, obviously, I knew Ramsdale was going to concede to Man United because I knew both teams couldn't keep each other.
Is it just me or is your mic crackling?
Yeah, you're sounding a bit mad now.
It's still crackling
Yeah.
now.
A bit of crackling.
Let me try that. Can you hear me now?
Don't worry. This ain't the football terrace. I won't boot you off. It's fine.
Woo!
Can you hear me?
Come on, I'm joking. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, what I'm saying is, look at my back line, bro. Yeah? I knew Ramsdale was going to concede.
Yeah.
To Man United.
When you use your wild card, you're going to let Ramsdale go, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%. He's gone. He's gone. Like, I can't rely on Arsenal to keep clean sheets, especially at home. So he offers me nothing. I think he's got what? Has he got how many clean sheets? He got one this season, I think. Oh no,
Yeah, against Palace.
Yeah, so that can't run. And then Akanji, bro. Yeah, City scored and conceded like 12 seconds later. Some stupidness like that, bro. Like it just, it's and then I can't rely on him to start anyway because Pep will rotate him. So he's next off.
And you've got Fig on the bench. You've got Anderson on the bench, innit? That would have been that would have been nice.
But like you said, Estupiñán with the Wilson goal. Obviously Newcastle in it, so I wanted Newcastle to score anyway, but we got clapped, so we might as well not have scored.
Yeah.
And obviously Chilwell, I thought he'd get an attacking return. I thought that Forest
would score. Clean sheet because they were playing. Oh, you did think Forest would score?
Yeah, I thought Forest would score, but I thought Chilwell, the way he's been attacking, the way he's been playing, I thought he'd make an attacking return. But 1 point, bro. 1 point. That's 7 points from a back line. Ridiculous. And then it's literally, look at it, it's literally Haaland, Maddison, and Matoma that saved me, and Rashford.
Yeah.
I offered nothing against Man United. Diaby, who did Villa play? Oh, Liverpool.
Okay, that's it.
It was quite unlucky. Villa were quite unlucky against you in terms of their attacking play. I mean, they deserve to lose, don't get me wrong. But they created quite a few chances to put some in the back of the net. But I thought maybe against the run of play they could get something at Anfield, like a goal or something. I don't know, but
they had that counter attack when Diaby broke through and he used Bailey, and he
yeah, exactly. So I knew they create opportunities, but I thought they'd be a bit more clinical. That's the thing. But I think bringing in Maddison helped me, and I think he's gonna be until he gets injured.
You did good. You did good getting him in there because he's in the top 5 of players that have been brought in. Because obviously, because they're playing for Sheffield United, they're looking at a train or a battery. Pause. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. So there's mold all them.
My main problem is Isak. Like since I brought him in, remember I read on the threshold that we did. The first game of the season, I changed him last minute and put in it might have been Diaby. I can't remember who it was.
De Bruyne, wasn't it?
That's it.
Did you get Archer in, and then so you could get De Bruyne in your cheap striker?
And
they black.
And it just didn't pay off. So I brought him in, and he's done nothing ever since. So I don't know what Hal's going to do tomorrow because we've got Champions League on Wednesday or Tuesday, wherever it is. I can't remember. And then is he going to rotate?
Must be nice.
Yeah, Wilson's been more been on it. He's been more on it since he's come on, but I don't know. That's the thing. I really don't know. So at best, I'm going to make two transfers. We'll get to it, 2 transfers. But listen, 74 points wherever I got. Can't complain. It's a decent score. But let's be honest, it was Haaland really that carried me. It was Haaland that carried me. So I need to start spreading the points amongst the team to start pushing on. But yeah, that's me, man. That's me.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We spoke about Rashford last week, and we were saying, do we take him out? Do we keep him? Nah, we're going to keep him because he always does something against Arsenal. And lo and behold, he fucking scored, didn't he?
A lot of people, it seems, have gone Rashford to Son this week, though. Still,
sorry.
Yeah,
it seems a lot of people have gone from Rashford to Son this week because
Son's
the number one transferred. Well, last time I checked, Son was the number one transferred player, and they're expecting another hattie against Sheffield United.
Yeah, but you know what? For me, when it comes to international breaks and then the restart, it's almost as if, nothing. It's not as if you're going week on week and you've got the momentum going. These players have gone on international duty. They're traveling. They're coming back. You don't know if they're carrying an injury. You don't know if they've got COVID.
Yeah.
You don't know. So at least
that's the thing, because obviously them lot played late on Wednesday night. So they're saying that Nunes, McAllister and Diaz are probably going to be on the bench for us lot. So you've got to take all these. This is the problem now. You take all these things into consideration, and then Champions League rotation, and there'll be rotation. So people are going to find out now. Innit? Some have had it early so far. Captain Haaland, press on, do whatever. Now it's gonna get proper interesting now.
Yeah, I thought Saka would do something against United, to be fair, and that back line, D, when you mentioned Chilwell, the one thing I will say about him is that when you look at Chelsea at the moment and you see the right wing back that does really well with Raheem Sterling, those two work together really well.
Gusto.
Yeah, but then when you look at Chelsea's left-hand side, no one is really there looking after Chilwell. Gallagher is pony, I'm sorry. And Enzo Fernandez is just so focused as a number 10 that he's got no relationship with Chilwell. So effectively, when Chelsea are attacking, they're going to go mostly down their right-hand side because they've got no one to support down the left, which is why Chilwell is obviously being affected. And we spoke about the game against Luton where he should have scored, and for some reason he decides to pass when he's on the edge of he's inside the box, wasn't he?
I don't know, bro. It's a Kanji though. From a back line, Kanji's the one who he may have to get sacrificed simply because I can't guarantee he starts every game. Can't. So he might be the one to fall flat, I think. I'll stay with Chilwell for the time being because I got Bournemouth this weekend. But
have you seen Chelsea's record against Bournemouth in the last couple of seasons?
But saying that though, City is it away to West Ham?
Yeah.
I expect West Ham to score. So I mean, it's one of them, and I don't. And with City with Champions League in midweek, you don't know what they're gonna do. It's just. This
is the thing. Otherwise, that's why I've just thought, okay, I'll go Haaland because otherwise I would have been looking at another captain choice. But I'm thinking, I don't even know whether or not it could all be Haaland that's on the bench, which means you got to make sure you get your vice captain right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It gets interesting now. This is when you need to make sure you've got a stable bench just in case one of your guys don't play. Because if Haaland wasn't to start against West Ham and City are winning, Pep already, he won't bring them on. He has some games where he doesn't make any substitutions at all. So need to make sure that bench is strong that much. Because some people make sure the main 11 is good to dash anyone on the bench, and then if one person misses out, then that's when they feed it. So.
All right, let's see what my fucking shit team did.
I don't look at the amount of points that you got 76 and you were cussing. You're going to like 76 is a bad total.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough because Sanchez conceded a goal. Cole conceded a goal. Gabriel conceded a goal. Not good enough. Saka did nothing.
Yeah, well,
Rodri didn't do anything for the first time in God knows how long.
That's where having Haaland as captain bails it out, because I've had weeks where I've not even got half that amount of points there. I've had weeks where my whole 11 have just got points for starting. No one's returned.
Yeah, but
So,
I don't know, man.
yeah.
I just weren't happy with it, and the fact that Trent bailed me out on the Sunday. I was hoping for more from Saka. I ain't gonna lie. Diaby, again, I didn't really expect too much from him against Liverpool, but I figured that you guys play a high line, he might get in behind you guys against them. And I thought Rodri might boss the midfield against Fulham, and they were struggling for the first 20, 25 minutes. So
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Luis Diaz did okay against Villa, but all right, I'll take 76 points. And I won only because Trent got the bonus points. I beat Ash
by 1
Yeah.
point.
something like that.
Ooh.
Or was it 3?
Why
It might
do
be
you have
3.
Trent and Red? I know Trent pulled out the English. You know Trent's playing, man. What's wrong with him?
No, he's injured, bruv.
Proper
Trent's-
injured.
Yeah,
Trent's
Hammy.
out. He's out. He's not playing tomorrow. Remember, it's a hammy. As Klopp said, it's not the worst one in the world, but he said that a miracle. He's not playing. That's what I'm saying. That's why we'll talk about our teams later on, but that's why I've made the transfer that I've made.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Yeah,
that's my team. I've got nothing else to say about it. Like, I'm just hoping Nicholas Jackson will pull his finger out of his ass at the weekend. But as D said, fucking Bournemouth.
He's in top 5 players sold, so some people are getting him out because the value will drop. But it's one of them ones where you keep him, you benefit. He becomes a partial differential because the people that have sold him, but then you keep him, the value goes down, which is when you actually do sell him, you would have lost some money. So yeah, I'm not like, don't get twisted. He looked kind of sharp pre-season because his pace and whatnot. Even if it was a case that I picked Chelsea players, I think there's better value in other people. Equals 7. Like, as I was saying, people have to get out of the mind state of thinking whether or not the team are going to win or not, which is why people are getting Awoni and who's been returned in every game. Because I'm saying you've got to sometimes look at those people, and then that will open up the cash for you to do whatever with the rest of your life.
Yeah.
See it.
All right, bro. Let's look at your team then for this weekend. And where is it? Crying out loud. This it? This is the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in then.
Yeah, as it stands, because this is the worst one. On Friday, you don't get as many leaks, but the worst one, because so many teams are playing tomorrow, you're going to get that early Saturday morning one where people come out and they're going to claim to know the Manchester City team and say, yeah, Haaland's going to be on the bench, even though it's how many hours before kickoff. But yeah, as it stands, I sold Basham and I've got Matty Cashin from Klopp confirmed that Trent is out. The hamstring, so I'll be very surprised if someone doesn't get a good tool out of those defenders, with them all being fullbacks and opposition they're facing. The only problem is still has lost his place now, so I'll put him there, but it'll probably be Pickford in goal, and I'm not expecting Pickford to keep a clean sheet against Arsenal. He did last season, but I'm not expecting it this season, sadly. So looking kind of stuck keeper. But when I do use my wild card, both my keepers are getting turfed real quick. Get out of here. And so yeah, if West Ham do get something against City, it will probably be from a set piece. So kept Ward-Prowse in there.
Well, look, I think you'll be all right with Estupinian at left in the team, because he's going to be a left back, and United then got no right wingers, so it'll probably be fucking Fernandes on the right.
Rolling around on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so how many points do you think you'll get this week then?
Oh, God. As long as Pep Roulette doesn't come, I'll say at least 55.
That little?
As long as Pep Roulette doesn't come, you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
D-Man, you hear that? You hear that? He's underestimating his team. Do you think this is reverse psychology, so that if he gets more, then he'll be happy?
No, it's not really. I don't know. A lot of these players are playing in Europe. this week, so some of them might not get the minutes that you'd expect. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Postecoglou might do what's it called? Pep and start Emerson Royal instead of Pedro Porro. Like, so I'm giving the fair up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
that team's got minimum 60 in that minimum.
We'll see if I make a change during the show, but I'm just contemplating another captain. I'm contemplating Guy Alvarez, but then if he's on the bench, I'm gonna punch my laptop. So yeah, I mean, Foden will probably go nuts now. Now he's not my captain, but hoping having one Liverpool player, because the early kickoff isn't. Otherwise, I would have gone with Salah. If this game had been later on the Saturday or it had been on Sunday, I probably would have been a Salah as captain still, because he likes to go against Wolves.
Do you know what? If you didn't have Haaland as captain, I'd say you probably get about 50 points.
So Haaland got 2 last season against
But this is a different West Ham. This is an informed West Ham.
This is what people are saying. Someone them lot said earlier, because I just had it still on because I've been listening to the Drive Time show, and Rory Jennings said you would have thought it would have been Newcastle, but the way it stands at the moment, he said this is Manchester City's toughest challenge this season.
Well, yeah. To be fair, most people thought it was going to be Newcastle, and Newcastle turned up in nothing. So yeah, they're probably right. This is today. This is going to be City's. It should be City's hardest test. If it was Newcastle at home, like with St. James, who played them, that's a different story. But yeah, this is probably their toughest test, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they come away with a draw.
You would have what?
With a draw.
Oh, okay. So, Ward-Prowse get that assist for me. I ain't got no City defender, so Ward-Prowse get that assist, please.
Corners, mate. Corners.
But I'll tell you what, with their set pieces, it probably is worth getting a West Ham defender in when you wild card, because whether it be Zuma, a Gerd or whatever, they're going to be getting headers, and I'm Suchek's on my bench, but he'll probably ship in one, because that Ward-Prowse delivery is just pinpoint, and you know that free kick goal's coming soon as well.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah,
100%.
I can't believe his ownership is always so low. I captained him once a couple of seasons ago. Do you remember? There was a Wednesday game. It was a game in hand, and City beat Southampton. Was it like 6-2 or 6-3 or something like that? It was a double game week for Southampton. So flipping, actually, Captain Ward-Prowse in both games, he scored a penalty, and so he got double figure in both games. So that worked. That worked. But tomorrow, obviously. But yeah, we'll see what they can do, man. But yeah.
All right, D-Man, let's check out your team, my guy. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Matters. Hey, some people are captaining Matters, you know, D.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm just happy he's in my team. I can't go against Haaland as captain, innit? So he might be my vice captain. I might switch it to my vice captain for Maddison. I'm still looking at the 2 transfers, though. I'm still looking at, even though I made a transfer last week, I'm still looking at. Do you know what I'm thinking? Taking out Isak, right? And I'm thinking of putting in Man United's new boy. Yeah.
Hey, you know, I told people about it. You know, he was at my Atalanta, my other Italian team. But yeah, no,
it might be a week too early because they're playing Brighton.
Yeah.
Is it Brighton home or away?
Yeah, at home.
At home.
Yeah.
You know what?
But this is the thing, though. Brighton have they beaten you in the last 3 still? But Brighton have been mashing up Brighton have been mashing Man United up.
Did the double last season, didn't they?
Pascal Grosch, baby.
Did the double last season, yeah.
I don't know. I'm well. Either way, I'm thinking of taking out Isak in it. I'm thinking about taking him out, and Akanji. I'm just not sure about Akanji. I'm not. No,
You've got Chilwell with it.
it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But
You happy with that
Well,
midfield though? Yeah.
on
on paper, yeah, because if you look at it, yeah, Matoma's gonna should run
all
United.
of them could score. All your midfield could score this weekend.
Could get a return. That's what I'm saying. All of them could get a return. So for once, I'm actually happy with this midfield. But it's up top and the back. Like, I just don't know.
I'm
Or
trying
do
to
I
think,
hold on and
how much is Isak 7.5?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm trying to think of who.
But I could do a straight. I'm sure I could do a straight shot for Wilson, but never look.
Yeah, Wilson's gonna start. Wilson's
And
gonna
I've still
smash
got
someone
a million in the bank as well. So
How about $1 million?
yeah,
How many free transfers have you got this week?
only one, just the one this week.
Well, do you know what? Wouldn't it just be worth putting Isak on the bench and putting João Pedro up front and saving a transfer?
But is João Pedro gonna play though?
Yeah,
I
is
think he
Pedro
will.
gonna play?
I think he will, man.
Yeah.
I think he will.
Well, ahead of who? Ferguson.
Well, Ferguson's just come back to training.
Oh,
Because he had a
He's been injured.
injury, so I don't even know if he'll be used against United.
If he does, it ain't going to be a full 90 minutes.
Yeah, because of the knock. So I'm surprised more people haven't got him, to be honest. Unless you've got your free Brightons like me, because the boy can finish, man.
I've got free Brian. Hold on. So I mean, there's so many people. There's so many players. I could get Alvarez. I could get Vissa. I could get Darwin Núñez and Ketia.
Núñez has got a little. I don't think I think he'll probably play about half an hour tomorrow. I doubt he'll start because he got a little muscle twinge. So Bielsa took him off.
Well, Klopp said in the press conference. Klopp said in the press conference today that he hasn't even spoken to Núñez since he's been back.
There you go.
Because he hasn't been in training. So
okay.
And it was a 30-hour flight or something stupid like that. I think it was a stop off and all that.
I know who you want, D-Lad. Odson Edward.
Oh, I saw it one day. I'll never get a Palace strike in my team. Even had a double game. That's not happening. Them are awful. I don't care what he did last time I saw him.
You want Odson Edward.
You know what? I'm tempted. I'm tempted to just go 4-5. No.
4-5-1. Well, if you've got Haaland as captain, that can run. 4-5-1 can run, bruv. The person that won it last year did 4-5-1 a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. It can
surely Isak. I don't know, but that's the thing. Does Isak start? Does he start?
It probably will be Wilson because of the fact. Remember, you're in Champions League now, homie. It probably will be Wilson. You're in Champions League now.
We need a change as well. We need a change. So I don't know. I don't know.
Decisions.
I'm saying it's that tricky time though. Yeah, it's that time where anything you thought about doing and you don't do, that person will probably score within the first 10 or 15 minutes and you're going to be effing and blinded.
Yep.
I think with the way Eddie Howe does it, even if Isak's on the bench, he's going to get, 30 minutes?
Yeah. And that's enough time for him to score. Yeah.
That's a half, bro. So, there's going to be 10 minutes of injury time. So, that's like 40 minutes. So,
you might get, if he comes off the bench for the last 25, you might get another outrageous assist where he runs through the whole team.
Or he comes like he did against West Ham, come on and do that audacious chip with the bad boy celebration, mate. Hands on the hip, watching them all go in. But
that's
I
another
might Steve my team, you know.
That's another thing we need to address on the show because the way they're talking about Eddie Howe is like, man's going to get sacked. And I don't get it.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
If we don't beat Brentford and Sheffield United, he is under a bit of pressure, but we'll see. I expect to be both of them. So
we don't worry just yet, mate. We don't worry just yet.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my team, man. I'm actually looking at it now. I might just actually keep it how it is. Might just keep out. Maybe swap Akanji for Anderson, but yeah, that's me at the moment.
Okay. All right. Well, I've done my team and I've thrown a couple of curveballs. First of all, with Trent being out, I figured, you know what, I'm going to have to bring in someone that's definitely going to play and has been doing well this season and is relatively cheap.
Yeah.
And as for the midfield, I figured, well, Rodri might not play because he played 2 international games. Obviously, it's a European game. But I thought I'd throw a curveball with this one. And I put in Udogie at left back.
I was going to say,
Spurs.
I was going to mention it. I've been recommending him in the fantasy football files because he's just getting forward and he's played like an inverted vision sometimes.
What can you put him in?
Coming from the left.
What's that, D?
I said I could swap Akanji and put him in Udogie.
Yeah, could do.
What?
Could do. And I've gone with De Cordova-Reid against Luton because
he's likely to return, man. He's likely to return.
I think he's got 13 or 14 points already this season, and I was thinking I was going to go with Harry Wilson, but now that Adama Traore is fit, he might lose his place to him. So I figured,
that's my type of pick still, De Cordova-Reid. These are the type of picks, and usually you tend to get them ones right. When you get them,
I did it with who did I do it with? Nicholas Jackson, the Luton game, Chelsea Luton. Who else did I do it with?
But a lot of people. I mean, like the proper rogue ones. Jackson wasn't really a rogue one because he's got decent ownership. I mean, like we'll see what De Cordova-Reid does. But last season, you put Onana in and he scored for Everton. I'm talking them type of ones that people. Those are proper differentials.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more tactical this season, bro, because I've seen other people how they put in certain players for certain games. And for me, it just seems, no disrespect, Luton are going to be cannon fodder this season for a lot of clubs. So more often than not, when Luton are away from home against the likes of Fulham and Bournemouth, and you're going to pick the Bournemouth or the Fulham players that are in form are the ones that are doing well. Now, in terms of the points, I think only Andres Pereira's got more points than De Cordova-Reid, but do I think he's going to be as effective in the final third as De Cordova-Reid? No. So this is one going for the lad. He's in good form at the moment.
As long as he starts, because he played for Jamaica, didn't he? So as long as he starts the game.
Yeah. Well, this is why I've put Diaz on the bench, because I think Diaz will start. But I'm not sure if he'll get 90 minutes,
Probably come off the bench. It'll probably be Jota. It'll probably be Jota, Salah, and Gakpo.
Yeah. And up front, I've decided to go with those three because I think United are going to be in big trouble. Yeah. I think his movement is going to be too much for United.
As long as he starts, he should be with Ferguson. Knock, but because everyone got gassed by putting him in for the first game. Remember, it was a penalty that he scored in that first game, and he got taken out. The second game, he came off the bench and got booked. I was laughing. So many people had him. I was like, yep.
And I was one of them. Instead of Matoma.
Well, who have Brighton got on Thursday?
I don't know, but their group's tough. Their group's much tougher than our group.
Right, let's have a look. Brighton fixtures. They've got AK Athens at home. They've got AK Athens at home, and AK Athens, they're a tricky team. Almeida's doing really well for them.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that João Pedro will play against United, and then they'll go with Ferguson up front against AK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you trust Welbeck tomorrow, but you never know. But I think with Diaz being on the bench, it's my insurance policy. So if any one of those players, De Cordova-Reid or João Pedro don't play, then at least Diaz will probably give me points. But I was worried about Saka because I heard he had an Achilles problem, but Arteta shut it down today. So That's
Yeah,
fine.
I saw something about that.
He would though, but apparently he's been playing, whether it's been the cortisone injections or whatever. Apparently, he's been playing with that for a while. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I was tempted to put Gabriel instead of Stupinian, but then I remembered that obviously United got no right wingers, so Fernandez is going to play that or Pelestri. So I think Stupinian's going to have a field day.
He's going to be flying forward, yeah.
So yeah, that's my team, and I'm going to stick with it. Now, the thing is, I used both of my free transfers. But next week, I probably if Jackson doesn't return this week, I'm probably going to go for Højbjerg.
Oh, for Højlund.
Højlund, sorry, Højbjerg.
Yeah. What's it?
I might as well put Højbjerg as well. You might as well fucking put
That's what I'm thinking.
What's it? What have you still got money in the bank?
Yeah, because I've taken out Trent, innit? So I've got about 3 mil.
Oh, look at that. I've got this thing.
Wait, who Man United got next week?
Man United will be away to...
Who's that? I might have to put him in this week.
Man United fixtures. They are
Away to
away.
Burnley.
Burnley. Yeah, well, Bayern Munich is midweek. Flipping hell. Bayern Munich midweek and then Burnley away.
Bayern Munich's this week coming?
Yeah, 20th.
Yeah, you don't finish.
Did you just watch Bayern's game? They got battered by Leverkusen, but somehow got a 2-2 draw. You know what I mean?
2-2.
Yeah, Leverkusen got a penalty right at the end, but they missed. Victor Boniface missed so many chances. Oh my god! Oh, I was screaming. You would have thought Liverpool won. I was throwing stuff at the TV, but so weird. It was almost.
Who's at home on midweek? Man United or Bayern?
I've not even checked.
So it's in Germany.
Oh, you're done. You're done. Listen.
Harry Kane's going to show you what you should have bought, maybe.
Hey, listen. Oi, but then, but this week though, Highland, there's no better place to make a debut than at home at Old Trafford. Surely your first start at Old Trafford, he might just bang, you know.
Yeah, well, with the way how Brentford play, with his strength and he's got some pace as well, he might be able to do something. But I don't know what it is when Man United play Brighton, Pascal Gross turns into Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, he does. Shows no mercy, mate. No mercy whatsoever.
You said you got Burnley next week, innit?
Yeah.
They can't go winless forever. They can't go winless forever.
Just crank up the pressure on Ten Hag, yeah?
Yeah. No, they got to give him.
We've got to look at his play at the moment.
We've got Sancho to talk about as well. We got a big show tomorrow. You know, we got Sancho, Maguire outside of the internationals, then the Prem roundup. You get me? So.
Yeah. The internationals out the way. So when I come, we could talk about the nitty gritty, the real stuff. Yeah, the realness.
What, Bruno Guimaraes to Liverpool? Okay, cool.
Hey, you're thinking £100 million bid. Relax. He's signing a new contract imminently, yeah?
Remember that piece just chilling there. We're saving it for Bruno. Someone who we were linked to anyway, but we thought just that Newcastle just have a free run at him. They're idiots, man. I read something about how they know about the players. These people know about the players from before. They're saying like Liverpool, United, and whatnot. They know about these players from before, but they let each other come blind them, and then they keep the eye on them. It's like their trial period, and they go in, and then that's why they end up having to spend big money when you could have got these people for. We could have got Paulinho for not even 20 million for Sporting Lisbon. Now look at the money they were.
Paulinho signed a new contract. Call him Nick.
Yeah, but it's only so they can get more money in January.
More money, yeah. Well, that's what we're doing with Bruno, bro. Because right about now, his performances do not equate to 100 million. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but
so
I think House left him a bit exposed the same way Casemiro's been getting exposed.
Playing him out of position. Yeah. Look what he did for Brazil. It's just in 2 games, but because he's playing further up the field, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's Eddie's problem, and he needs to sort it because we can't keep losing.
Will he start for you lot because of the schedule. Because these men have to come back from because of the tournament. They have to come back by private jet.
Start him or Joe Linton because apparently, Longstaff's playing tomorrow. Apparently, he's starting. Now, like you said, Bruno and Joe Linton are coming back from far.
Yeah.
Tonali got injured in
he got a knock.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Howe played it down, but whenever he plays it down, that means you're out for 4 weeks. But if Longstaff comes in, who's the other two that's gonna play with him? Because
is Anderson fit or he pulled out from Scotland because he's got a knock or what's going on?
No, I think Anderson's fit. I think he pulled out because there's rumours that he wants to play for England. Yeah.
What? But you got more chance playing for Scotland.
I don't know, but he's got to. Well, he should rotate considering we've got the Champions League midweek and the fact that we haven't really been on form. He needs to make some changes. But I've heard, I don't know if this is correct. I've heard that Harvey Barnes will start and Longstaff will start. Almiron got injured on international duty, but apparently he's okay. So
I was watching part of that game still. I think was it Venice? I can't remember who they played, but yeah, I watched like about 10-15 minutes of that still now. Almiron makes me laugh, man.
Not make me laugh.
You should put a bet on. See the odds on him scoring a goal with his right foot this season.
In the ball, people think I'm joking. People think I'm joking when I say, watch his game, bro, and see if he ever touches the ball with his right foot. Ever. Let alone score with his right foot. If you've ever seen him touch the ball with his right foot, he does not touch the ball with his right foot at all. At all. It's ridiculous.
Well, bro, at least we talk about Anthony not being able to use his right foot, and he's got the touch of a rapist, but we didn't mean it literally.
Oh no! He took it there. Woo!
Not that he is. I'm just saying. It's just figure of speech. Anyway, boys, let's quickly talk about the Justice League, which we're all in together. We'll go to the No Trotters League in just a moment, but these are the results from the weekend. And happy days for everyone, I guess.
Come on.
Well, I drew.
We all won, yeah. Still
I drew.
Still with the Trent bonus. Oh yeah, because Fing had the person off the bench get a deducted point in it. Andrew, that's my boy, man.
Yeah.
Coach lost to Melito. Sam. Okay, not having Haaland caught up with Sam for the first time.
Yeah.
First time he's been slapped for the last few weeks, but he's a joker.
Let's check the fixtures for game week 5 then. Who have we got? So, I got E-Man. He got 85 points. Oh my God.
Eman's the only person with 100% records in the whole in the whole thing, mate.
I'm gonna die.
I'm playing Moji. Okay.
Bro, you've got to beat him because I'm telling you, if there's anyone that will come to anyone if they win, it's him, bruv. Yeah, you know what I mean? It will just come. It will come with that talk. Cray twins and that.
I'll do my thing, mate. I'm gonna do. What's the league table saying though?
Who's your brother playing?
Yeah, who's he playing?
He's playing coach. He's playing coach.
Oh, okay.
Man's playing coach.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the league table? How do I bring this one up? Bring it up.
Just got the standings.
Standings.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm ninth. Where is it, bruv?
Standings.
All right.
Standings. The bandwidth now.
Oh. Okay. So I'm 8th.
Yep. All three of us.
We're all doing together,
right there.
8th, 9th, 10th.
Not bad. Not bad. But I know E-Man's going to absolutely obliterate me, man. He's going to obliterate me. Then again, let me have a look at his team from
That's
last
what I'm
week.
saying.
Hold
Look
on.
at his team, man. Look at his team. The joke was, I played him the week I got Alvarez in, and he got Alvarez too. So I was thinking, did you watch FPL War? Did you watch it, mate?
Hold on. So he's got Alvarez last week anyway. Mitoma, Estupinian. So we got almost the same back line. Okay, he's got Onana. So
One thing about him though, he's not afraid to take a points hit.
No, he's not. He's not. So let's see. I wonder if he's going to stick with that team. I wonder. He will.
Boy,
He'll stick with that team.
You reckon?
Yeah, he'll stick with that team.
No, your Doji will start, bruv.
I'm considering bringing him in, you know. I'm actually bringing him for a Kanji because at least I know he'll play.
Your Doji will start because them runs, and remember Bulldog's out for Sheffield United. I'm expecting points from him, bro. Man, like Destiny. He's at Tottenham as far as I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
Is
at
that what I mean?
the Tottenham Hotspur team, so yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Because they were asking him about like the inverted fullbacks, and I don't know if you heard and he goes, "Oh, I'm just copying Pep, mate." I was betting up. You know how funny he is. I heard some of his press conferences at Holland Stel about the one when they were going through the old firm thing, and then they were like, "Oh, like in terms of like your tactics or whatever for Rangers, where does it rank in your list of priorities?" And he said, probably after what I'm gonna have for dinner later. He just shut them down. They were gassed, and he's just like, he doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what are you getting excited for? Playing Rangers?
Well, you know what?
But
it's all good. It's all good as well. When the pressure starts getting cranked up, let's see how funny he is then, innit? Yeah. Let's see if he's still got that.
Oh mate, it's gonna be fire.
Out. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. We know how these Spurs managers go anyway, but we'll see. We'll see.
No, I like. I'm a fan. I told people watch them because they're thinking, oh, it's not a name, but that's the point. They've tried names and it's not happened. Let someone come in, do their thing. He showed them he wanted Maddison. Basically, the way they was insinuating was like he was saying that he showed them he wanted Maddison. Otherwise, Maddison would probably, unless it was a case where they could have swayed him, it might have been a Newcastle thing. Obviously, the London thing and whatnot play a factor as well.
The money,
he was showing
agent fees and the wages, bro. We were never gonna compete with that, bro. Never.
He's doing his thing though, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But Tottenham are very entertaining to watch right about now.
All right, let's go to the No Choftes League.
Where they're moving the ball.
Well.
What's Rodgers saying?
He's bottom. He got 88 points though. To be fair,
Look at that.
not bad at all. So yeah, Steve McCarthy is top. I can't believe it.
Hey, pick up Steve.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
Yeah, got Davor at Motherwell in second. He's one of
those.
Who's
in Steve's team?
Steve McCarthy's team.
Yeah, who's in his team?
All right, okay. Let me have to bring it up with the hang about.
Apart from Ireland.
Where is it? Okay, hold on. Bear with me one moment. Fucking, I got 112 points last week. Jesus. All right, hold up. Come on, StreamYard. Don't fail me now. There you go. Okay, right. Let me move that out of the way. Bring this one forward.
112 points.
Okay. Hey. Not bad. Not bad. Allison 8 points. Team of the week.
Yeah, man.
Trent.
You can't go out, Joe. How you let this brother score 3 goals? Ridiculous.
Like Evan, bruv, he's a finisher, bro. He's a
finisher. I don't care. You should not be doing that, bro. No.
I was watching that. I thought, nah, I'm not. I thought, no. So I'm just going, just don't change. Obviously, I suppose it's because Tonali, but I'm just thinking like, nah.
What was the Villa performance last season, bro? Away from home on a 12-play kickoff, and we got whacked up by Villa.
Oh, that
This
was
was
horrible.
nice.
I was driving back and on the radio. I heard one Newcastle attack. It was a shot by Isak. I thought it was all Villa. And I thought, nah. When I stopped, I had to message Jess. I said, what is going on? He said, bro, it's abysmal. It's like, it's terrible. I thought, what is this?
Oh, well, boys, thank you very much for your time again. Good luck for the show tomorrow. And speaking of the show,
Thanks,
plug
man.
your stuff.
Thanks, man. On Top FM, 95.5 FM, us, the D&D Football Factory, go live every Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to midday.
Sort out that bloody whistling noise.
I don't know what it was. I don't think people perfectly honest, but yeah.
You got that burner phone next to the mic. That's what it is.
No, I moved it. I put it next to Sam. The man said top boy.
Sam was creating all the static.
And he had the
electricity.
And he had the and he had the flipping thing on as well. I thought, oh god, I didn't realize it till afterwards because I had the
aircon.
He had the aircon on as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sam.
I didn't realize it until the second half of the show. Goodness me, but yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. All right, boys. Thank you very much. Anything else you'd like to mention?
No, just that the Twitter for the D&D Footy Factory is D&D Footy Factory _.
Yep.
So yeah. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it. All good. Good.
Lovely.
Yeah, bro.
Lovely. Excellent. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back hopefully next week. So until next time, don't get 88 points.